Hi everyone, welcome to DawnTillDusk Tarot. Today's video is going to be all about what you can expect in the week ahead, and I have 3 piles laid out today for you to choose from. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So go ahead and take your time, take a couple deep breaths, see which pile you're most drawn to. And with that being said, we will just continue on with the video. Thank you very much for watching, and if today's message resonates with you, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe down below and give the video a like as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hi Group 1, if you chose pile 1, then this is your message for the week ahead. So we are going to start by laying out your cards, and we have the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the King of Swords. From the Romance Angels, we have Unrequited Love, and the Sacred Destiny Oracle, Freedom. Okay, so we will start with your tarot. I see that there is a situation that you are dealing with that it definitely has to do with some type of relationship that you are in with another person. So this could be romantic. It most likely is romantic. This seems to be an emotional situation. But you have been really looking at this situation through rose-colored glasses. For whatever reason, you're giving this person the benefit of the doubt. And it seems that no matter what they do to potentially hurt you, I guess you could say, you just keep trying to look for their best qualities because you really care about this person and you want it to work. And that is really understandable because a lot of us can get caught up in situations like that where we really care about a person, we really want it to work with them, we really value this relationship that we have with them, and we really start to ignore a lot of the red flags in the ways that they are potentially hurting us, or if they are being dishonest, we may try to make excuses for them and just not really see things for what they are. And it is just dragging out the process of eventually having to accept that we are being hurt by this person. Because no matter how long you hold on to this idea that this person is perfect and they would never do anything to hurt you, if that isn't the case, you're never going to be able to make that true, no matter how hard you believe that. It's just, you can't force something to be true if it isn't. And I'm sure you know that. And that's why it's difficult, because when we are in these emotional situations, it's really hard to engage logic, because emotions can really cloud our vision, and it can really turn the most rational, logical person into somebody that doesn't seem like they're really using that part of their mind. They're more just hanging on to what they feel, and if they feel very strongly about this person, which I believe you do, like I said, you're giving them too much of the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever trust people, because, you don't want to just assume everybody's doing horrible things. But you also can't ignore when certain things are showing up that would indicate that someone is hurting you. You have to be able to accept that for yourself. And the reason that I am just having this strong belief that there is something going on behind the scenes in this situation is because the Three of Swords shows up to show that there is, in this situation, someone that is potentially lying and going behind someone else's back and doing something that would hurt the other person. So I hate for this to just come off as being harsh, but I really do see that there are things going on in this relationship that would potentially hurt you, that you are purposely staying in a state of blindness to it, I guess you could say, because I believe that you are very much intuitive enough to pick up on the fact that this person is doing certain things that are probably dishonest and not very good for the relationship. But I also see that, like I was saying, you're not really wanting to accept that because that would cause you to have to feel that pain. And I don't think that you want to. I think you're very much trying to protect yourself from having to accept the truth in this situation. Maybe you have been hurt in the past by other people that you've cared about, and you just really don't want to go through that again, and you didn't think that this person would do that to you. But like I said, it's showing up very clearly that something is going on that will potentially cause you pain, and that is just the reality of this situation. And that's not to say that you're doomed for the rest of your life. Of course, there's something better for you, but it's just this situation. There are some things that you really need to start to accept in order to move forward. And that's why the King of Swords is showing up, to let you know that you are more than strong enough to get through this pain that you may have to deal with by accepting these truths about this person. The King of Swords is very confident and very just, he is ready to cut things out from his life that aren't good for him in order to protect himself and find something better. He's just very, he tries to take the emotion out of things so that he is able to see a situation for what it is. And I think that's why he's showing up here, is because this is the energy that you need to get into this week so that you are capable of handling whatever happens and getting on with your life in such a way that you are going to be stronger, since you go like, if you let yourself just accept the situation for what it is, get through the feelings, let the emotions come in and feel them, and then move forward, there is going to be a lot more opportunities for you. You're going to really just move forward with your life in such a way that you'll be able to accept things as they come. Because once you're able to accept this situation for what it is, it's actually going to make you realize just how strong you really are. And you won't end up in another situation like this that you have to ignore a lot of things, or you have to just think, if I really accepted the truth, if I really looked at this situation for what it is, I would have to be extremely hurt. You're not going to allow yourself to be in a situation like that again once you get into this energy of being able to recognize when something is unhealthy and walk away from it so that you can protect yourself. And we have unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this is showing you that you have a lot of love to give to someone. I believe that you feel very strongly when you are in a relationship with someone. I think that you really value the other person, you really love them, and that is part of the reason why you're willing to look past a lot of the things that they do to possibly hurt you, because you are dedicated, you're very loyal, and you just set aside your own feelings in order to continue forward with these relationships, because that's how much you want love. That's how important a relationship is to you. And if this situation is not going to give you that in return, if you have all that love and loyalty to give to someone and they won't give that back to you, they don't deserve you. So you would be actually better off to leave that situation behind, because that person doesn't value what you have to give. And there are people that will value that. There are people that are just like you that haven't found their partner yet that really sees all that they're willing to give, what their worth is, and they are wondering when they're going to find somebody that loves them just as much as they love. And you're going to find your person, but this is just a very clear message that the person that you're currently dealing with, that's not your person. Especially if you have to ignore so many things about them and stay in this place of denial. That's not a good lifelong partnership. You should be able to just be very open with your partner and them be open with you, so that the relationship, you can have trust and you can be comfortable. You don't have to push things down or deny things or whatever the case. It should just be very balanced and equal and loving, and someone is going to give that to you. But it is not this person that we're currently dealing with. They do not have the level of emotional maturity to give you what you're willing to give to someone that you're with. And we have the Freedom card. This is really just about not keeping yourself trapped, because no one else can really trap us. Even if we feel that someone is really trying to hold on to us, or maybe even make us feel like if we move on from them, we won't find anybody else, or there's a lot of ways that other people can influence us into feeling like we are trapped in a situation, but no one has the power to do that. Really, you have the power, though, to trap yourself if that's where you keep yourself. So this situation here, you almost have yourself trapped in this relationship that you already deep down know probably isn't right for you. But as you keep denying and pushing away the truth of the situation and ignoring all of these signs and all of these things that this person is showing you, you are staying in this reality that you have created. So it's not the actual reality, it's this world that you have made up, that this person is honest, they do love you, they're very trustworthy. This is something that I hate to say, but you have actually created just because you love the person so much, you want to believe the best of them, but they just in reality don't live up to that. But this is showing you that you need, once you can accept these truths, that will actually give you freedom, as opposed to if you feel like when you accept these things you're going to be hurt, you're going to be, it's going to cause bad things for you. But in reality, it's going to give you this freedom. It's going to open up things for you. When you accept that this situation isn't right for you, you can start to open up to all of the things that are right for you. And you're actually going to feel a lot better, because you will find a relationship that does not include denial or ignoring signs or breaking trust. It's going to be a lot healthier, and you're going to just be able to live in the reality and still be able to be happy and be in love, and they will love you back the way you deserve. So this week, I really just see that you have some truths that need to be accepted. They need to be seen for what they are, and really just try to start to look at the situation for what it is. Get comfortable with that, even if it hurts, even if it doesn't feel great. Just know that once you're able to actually accept these things, there will be other things coming in that make you feel great. So you're not doomed. You're actually on a path to something that will be right for you. So this is going to be a big week for you. And I hope that this offers you some clarity on a situation. I hope you have a really great week, and thank you very much for watching. Hi Group 2, if you chose Pile 2, then this is your message for the week ahead. And we will start by laying your cards out. So we have the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. For the Romance Angels, we have Let Go of Control Issues, and the Sacred Destiny Oracle, Going Forward. Okay, we'll start with your tarot. And what I see, first of all, is you have been working toward a goal. You have done a lot of hard work so far, and now you've gotten to this point that you're wondering when you're going to see the results that you're looking for. Because the Seven of Pentacles, we see here, he is waiting for this to grow. And he's just kind of looking at it like, okay, I've done all this work. I've fed my crops, and I've done everything that I'm supposed to do, and I worked very hard on this. So when am I going to see the results that I'm looking for? And that's you right now. You are very focused on the fact that what you think should be happening for you at this point is still not happening for you, even after all that you've done. And that's where you're kind of stuck, is in this place of frustration. And so you've kind of just put yourself at a bit of a standstill, because, like I said, you have done a lot of work up to this point, and I think you're kind of to the point that you're done working you're like, okay, I've done all this, and now I'm ready to reap the benefits of it. I've done all the work, so where is the payoff? And you're just getting more and more frustrated, is what I see right now, because we also have the Four of Cups, and this is about having tunnel vision and really only being able to see one side of things, or focused on kind of the wrong aspect of whatever it is that we're looking at here. Because we see he's looking at these cups in front of him, and for whatever reason, he just doesn't look very happy. He has his arms crossed. He looks pretty frustrated as well. And he's just totally missing this hand reaching out here with this other cup that's being offered to him. That could very well be exactly what he's looking for. But we see he's not even looking in that direction because he's so focused on this. And he's not happy with this for whatever reason. So this is showing up to let you know that these results that you're looking for, this goal that you're trying to reach, you may have had it mapped out so specifically that it actually got in your way. How much planning you did, and how much you thought, okay, if I take step 1, 2, and 3, it will lead to this exact outcome, and that's it. That's the only way that this can go. And since that's, now you've done step 1, 2, and 3, and you're not seeing that outcome that you were hoping for. So, of course, that would lead you to be frustrated, because it's like, okay, where's that outcome that I was sure that was going to show up for me? But this is showing up to let you know that if you take the tension off of this situation, if you know that you've done all this hard work, and you know that you've done everything that you can do to move towards this goal, and you've done your best, which I believe you have. I believe you've done a lot of work, and I believe it was your best work. Now you have to just let it go and believe that you will get the results you're looking for. It just might not come in the way that you think it should, because a lot of times that's kind of how the universe shows up. Is it's like we have this clear picture of exactly what we think we want in our heads, and how it's going to go, and how we're going to get there, and then once we get it, what it's going to look like. And then the universe shows up and says, you know what, that's a great idea and all, but here's something that looks different than what you thought it would be, but it's actually the best thing for you. And when you give up those expectations that you have of exactly how you think things should go, that opens up the opportunity for what you really need to come in. And that's why I see we have these two pages, Cups and Pentacles, and we'll talk about the Cups first, because the Page of Cups is about just good fortune, good luck, and just a lot of new offerings coming into your life. Cups can deal with emotions, so this could be if you are trying to work towards a relationship with someone specific, or if you're just trying to find a relationship that makes you happy. Maybe you've been in relationships and they just weren't what you were looking for, and now you've been really trying to be more decisive and look for somebody that's going to really be the person that you're supposed to be with. You're over having these relationships that just kind of don't do much for you and they end. You're ready to have something real. That is what is waiting to come through for you. But like I said, you may need to open up your view on what that is going to look like for you. So you may have a certain set of standards that, okay, if I'm going to be with someone, they have to do this, this, and this, and they have to look like this, this, and this, and they have to say this, this, and this. And that all might sound great in your head, but when you let that go and you let the expectations go, it can actually allow the right person to step in, and you may actually be surprised by how different this person is than what you were expecting, but how much they still check all of your boxes in a roundabout way. You know, like they may not have the blue eyes you were looking for, but you fall in love with their hazel eyes. That's just an example, but I'm just saying you may need to branch out from what it is that you are so focused on and looking for, to find what the universe is actually trying to give you that's going to be the best fit for you. And then, since we also have the Page of Pentacles, this is also very much about offerings and good fortune. And this can also be about career. This could be about money, because the Pentacles are more about career and things like that. So maybe this is a job that you are trying to get and you've been working towards getting it, or maybe even you're trying to open your own business and you think that you did all of these things and now this should be happening, and it isn't. And it's the exact same concept as the relationship we just talked about. You may need to open up your mind to things that you weren't considering before, because you are so focused on what's in front of you, what you can see right now, and you're starting to think, okay, what I can see right now is not what I imagined at all. So where is, what I'm working for? But like I said, if you open up to the possibility that it may not look exactly like you thought it would, it may not come about in the exact way that you thought it would, that's actually going to allow the right things to start to come in for you. I think you have such a hold and you have such a grip on these ideas that you think this should happen, and if you can let that go and know that you have done more than enough to reach these goals, then things are going to actually start being able to move forward again, because you've done everything that you need to do for them to. Now you just need to have that belief in yourself that they will happen now. And then we have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. That is just about the clearest message we could get here. You have to let go of that control. It's what I've been saying. You have to just have faith in yourself, have faith in the universe, or whatever higher power it is that you believe in. Just know that everything is working out exactly how it should. Not everything is always up to us and our timing and how we think it should be, and when and where. We get caught up on these details, and it holds us back from the possibilities that are trying to reach out to us. We're actually blocking those, and you've done so much work and you don't want to waste that by now, after you've done all of these things, blocking it from actually happening. You want to let that go so it can all come into you. And then we have going forward, which this is just about everything is moving forward, and it is going to end up exactly how it should, because this thing that you're working for, whether it's a relationship, a career, whatever it is being spiritually guided, And that is why now Spirit is asking you to let them do their part. They see that you've done your part, so now it's like, okay, you take a little break, you relax and breathe, and I'm going to step in and get you to that end goal. So don't get too caught up in the current circumstances. Don't get too caught up in what you see in front of you right now. Try to just have that little bit of blind faith that things are going exactly how they should, and it will work out for you. And the sooner that you believe that, the sooner that you trust that, the sooner things will work out for you. You have to develop that faith before it can move forward for you. So this week, I really just think that you're going to have to do a lot of relaxing, as weird as that may sound. This is not a week about hard work. It's not a week about putting in any type of effort. It's actually taking a step back and recognizing your effort for what it is and allowing fate to step in so that you can start to see the results that you're looking for. So I hope that this offered you some clarity, and I hope you have a great week, and thank you very much for watching. Hi Group 3, if you chose Pile 3, then this is your message for the week ahead. And we will start by laying your cards out. So we have the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the Death card. For the Romance Angels, we have Reconciliation and the Sacred Destiny Oracle, Stand Still. Okay, so the 7 of Wands is showing me that you are you have your walls up in a situation, and you are really fighting against something that maybe you don't really need to be fighting against. I think that a lot of times when people have their walls up, it's because of past situations. So we may have been hurt in the past by people, and that caused us to not trust people or to not want to open up to them and be vulnerable with our emotions, because these past situations that hurt us taught us that when we open up to someone, when we allow ourselves to care about them and have feelings for them, it ends in pain. And that is, especially if that has happened multiple times for you, it starts to create this pattern in our thinking, and it starts to seem real that every single time we care about someone, it's going to end badly, because we have all of this proof from these past experiences to back it up. So we see this person here, they've kind of built a wall around themselves with these wands, and he's holding this wand like he is ready to fight anybody that comes near him. He is protecting himself. But from what? Because we don't see any threats. We don't see a tiger on the other side of the card that he's protecting himself from. Like, there's no danger here. So what exactly is he protecting himself from when there is no perceived danger? Maybe he has been through things before that has caused him to feel that he can't feel safe. But in this situation, it's not true. So I really think that this is showing up for you to let you know that even though in the past these defensive standoffish behaviors that you've developed, they may have served you in other situations. They may have been a protection for you from people that were going to cause you pain. And that's okay. I mean, we develop things that are almost survival skills because when we feel pain, our minds naturally want to protect us from that. They want to get us out of that situation and never let it happen again. So we develop these skills to protect ourselves, but sometimes if it happens over and over, it can be really hard to recognize a safe situation when we actually are in one. We see kind of everything as a threat, whereas that's not always the case. And I think that you are protecting yourself in a situation here that you don't need to be protected from. This probably has to do with a relationship, if I had to say. And I believe that you are currently or have very recently pushed someone away because of your own walls that you've built up that did not have bad intentions. They actually weren't going to hurt you. They were not a threat to you. But you got so caught up in your own doubts and insecurities from these past experiences that you pushed them away. Like I said, that's understandable because if you've been through pain, you're protecting yourself. But if you really want a healthy relationship and you really want to find love, you can't push away a good thing. You have to eventually accept the fact that even though you have been through things in the past, if you're going to find a healthy relationship, you have to be the other half of that healthy relationship. You have to give someone some trust. I'm not saying the first day that you meet them you have to trust them with your life, but until the person gives you a reason not to trust them, just give them the benefit of the doubt even. Don't just assume that they came into your life to destroy it, because other people, it seemed that that was their intention. That's not everyone's intention. And I really think that there is someone that you're currently dealing with that is not in your life to hurt you, and this is showing up to let you know that you need to stop pushing them away, because this could be a good situation for you if you allow it to be one. And the Death card is showing up, and I think this is a great indication that you are going to be successful in letting your guard down with this person. I think that you are really, this week, this person is not going to give up on you. I think that they really do see that you have your guard up, and they understand that it's nothing that they did. They can see that you've been hurt in the past, but they are going to show up for you in such a way that is going to help you heal that hurt that you've been carrying with you and start to let your guard down with this person. They're going to provide you with some sort of comfort that you're going to feel better with this person. You're going to feel like maybe you'll be able to trust someone again. They're going to help you through this, and that's why the Death card is showing up, because this is a card about regrowth. So what maybe you thought was dead was your ability to love and trust other people. Maybe you thought that you killed that off a long time ago, and it's not coming back because every time you try to get close to someone, you push them away. But this is showing up to let you know that there is hope, and there is even the probability that you are going to find the ability to trust and love again. And this person is going to help you with this process. And then we have the even better news, that is the Six of Wands, because this is a card of success. That's literally the definition of this card, is victory and success. So you will get through this. I mean, that's what this card is saying. That's why it's showing up. You are going to love again. You're going to trust again. I believe that's really deep down what you want. Whether or not right now you can believe that you'll feel comfortable doing that, I get that maybe right now it doesn't sound like something you would be able to do. But this week is going to offer you just even a spark of belief that you're going to be able to do that again. I'm not saying everything's going to change for you overnight and you'll just totally trust this person and be in love. That would be great. I hope that happens. But all I'm saying is there is some sort of success that you're going to find, even within this week, that's going to show you that the possibilities are there and you will trust and love again. And this person that you're dealing with is going to be a big part in this healing process. So try to cut them some slack. I mean, I don't know if you're being kind of hard on them right now, and with these walls up, they're kind of struggling to get through. But I don't see that they're going to give up on you, and that's just going to further help you prove to yourself that there are trustworthy and loving people. So we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. All this means is, like I said, maybe you've pushed this person to the point that you thought they were done with you, and you had your walls built up, and maybe they got frustrated, and maybe they did say they were done with you. Maybe they said, I can't pay for these other people's mistakes because I didn't do anything wrong to you. So if you're going to make me suffer for what other people did to you, then all right, I'm leaving. I'm out. But that's not going to stick for you and this person. You're going to come back together, and they are going to set their intention that they want to be with you, and they want to go on this journey with you of getting through these past situations, healing from them, and they want to be there to see you succeed. They really do care about you. I hope you know that. And they want to be a part of your journey. And I think that the more that they keep showing up for you, and they don't just leave you, they don't just hurt you and walk away like maybe some other people did in the past, that's going to help you figure out that not everybody is going to hurt you. So there will definitely be a reunion between the two of you. I don't know, they may reach out to you this week if they said they weren't going to talk to you anymore. It's going to change. You will talk again. You will work through this together. And we have Stand Still, which this card is about things seeming like they are stagnant. They're not moving forward. It's just everything is kind of the same every day. It's just stuck. And that may be the case. I mean, it may be a matter of you are stuck in this pattern of pushing people away, like I was saying. But this card also shows up to help you to look into yourself and see if there is a reason that you would be stuck in a pattern or you would be stuck in a situation. Because usually if we have a pattern in our lives and we really sit there and try to figure out where it comes from, there usually is a cause. There is some incident that started a train of thought within ourselves. So, like I was saying, if you have a hard time trusting people, that is very well caused by the fact that someone broke your trust, someone betrayed you. So it makes sense that the more and more that happened, you would start to not trust people. So this is just asking you that to look into yourself and see what it is that, what mindset you're in that's keeping you stuck and keeping you in this same pattern of almost sabotaging all of these situations for yourself. Not on purpose, and it's not anything that you're doing wrong. It's out of that self-protection, like I said. But try to figure out the reasons for it, and then recognize that those were past experiences. Those were people that are no longer in your life. You're not dealing with those people anymore. You're dealing with new people, and they aren't going to be the same as these other people that have hurt you and caused you to develop this way of thinking. So this week is really going to be about, for one, giving this person a chance, letting them come back into your life, because they are going to come back, and just being a little bit easier on them, understanding that they are not the ones that hurt you. Someone else did, and you have to validate that for yourself. But this person they didn't hurt you, so don't make them pay for someone else's mistakes. That's a big message here. But also just try to look within yourself and see what it is that you are not dealing with, you're not moving past, that is blocking you from the new love to come in and the ability to trust and love again, because you deserve that. You really do. Even if you've been hurt by everyone you've ever cared about, you deserve one person to care about you and not hurt you. I really hope that you allow yourself the freedom to be trusting and loving again, because this person does want to come in and help you with that. So it would be great if you could allow them to do that. So I hope that this offered you some clarity. I hope you have a really great week, and thank you very much for watching.